Cancer. This is Aira. If this reached you, it is not random. You feel something shifting inside. Not loud, not dramatic, quiet, but deep. You sense you cannot keep reacting the same way you always have. This reading is about emotional maturity, boundaries, and your next level of strength. The first card is emotional overextension. Cancer. You give more than you admit. Time, energy, attention, support. You feel responsible for people you love. When they struggle, you feel it in your body. When they are distant, you question yourself. But lately, you are drained. Not because people are evil, but because you rarely measure how much you are giving versus receiving. You step in quickly to fix, comfort, and hold space. Emotional overextension makes you resent silently. You may smile and say it is fine, but inside you feel unseen. That quiet resentment slowly builds walls. Within the next 30 to 45 days, reduce how quickly you offer emotional labor. Let others solve their own issues sometimes. Notice who steps up and who only takes. That awareness will change your relationship dynamics. The second card is attachment fear. You fear losing people you care about. Even when nothing is wrong, your mind can imagine distance. You may overthink tone changes, slower replies, small shifts in behavior. This attachment fear can make you cling subtly. Over-explain, over-check, over-give. Not because you are insecure, but because you care deeply and fear abandonment. But when you hold too tightly, people feel pressure. Healthy connection allows space. Trust grows when you do not chase reassurance constantly. Within 6 weeks, practice pulling back slightly when anxiety rises. Instead of reacting immediately, observe. Most of your fears will not materialize. That calm response strengthens your confidence. The third card is unspoken boundary. There is something bothering you that you have not clearly stated. Maybe someone crosses a line repeatedly. Maybe you accept behavior you do not truly like. But you avoid confrontation because you fear conflict. Avoiding boundaries does not protect peace. It delays tension. Eventually, emotions spill out unexpectedly. You may explode over small issues because larger ones were never addressed. This card is direct. Say what you need calmly, not aggressively, not emotionally overwhelmed, just clearly. Boundaries are not rejection, they are self-respect. Within 2 months, you will have an opportunity to set a boundary in a calm way. If you do, you shift from emotional reaction to emotional authority. The fourth card is nostalgia trap. You hold on to memories strongly. Past love, past friendship, past versions of yourself. Sometimes you romanticize what used to be instead of seeing what currently is. Nostalgia can blur reality. You may tolerate present dissatisfaction because you remember how good it once felt. Or you may compare current situations to idealized memories. Growth requires seeing truth clearly, not the edited version of the past, not the hopeful version of the future, the current reality. Within the next 3 to 4 months, you will clearly see whether something is growing or just repeating old cycles. Accept what is shown without rewriting it emotionally. The fifth card is mood-driven decisions. Cancer, your intuition is strong, but lately some decisions may be coming more from mood than clarity. When you feel safe, you commit fully. When you feel hurt, you withdraw completely. This emotional swing can confuse others and exhaust you. You might change plans based on how you feel that day. Say yes when emotional, regret it later. Say no when overwhelmed, then feel guilty. Mood-driven action creates instability in relationships and personal goals. This card is not telling you to ignore your feelings. It is asking you to separate emotion from direction. Feel fully, yes, but decide after the feeling settles. Let your mind and heart work together. Within the next 6 to 8 weeks, pause before major responses. Give yourself 24 hours before big emotional decisions. That simple delay will prevent unnecessary damage and strengthen your confidence. The sixth card is hidden resentment. You do not always express when you feel hurt. You absorb it. You justify others. You tell yourself they did not mean it. But internally, small hurts accumulate. Hidden resentment changes your energy subtly. You may become distant without explaining why. You may act colder while saying everything is fine. This creates confusion in your connections. Resentment is a signal that something needs adjustment, either communication, boundaries, or expectations. Ignoring it does not make you kind, it makes you heavy. In the coming weeks, identify one specific resentment and address it calmly. Not to blame, to clarify. Clearing one stored emotion will make you feel physically lighter. The seventh card is identity based on caretaking. A large part of your identity is being the safe place for others. The listener, the comforter, the protector. But who takes care of you when you are tired? You may struggle to ask for support because you are used to being strong emotionally. You fear appearing needy. But healthy connection requires exchange, not one-sided giving. Right now, your growth requires shifting identity slightly. You are not only the caretaker, you are also allowed to receive care. Within 3 months, allow someone to show up for you without minimizing your needs. That shift will feel uncomfortable at first, but it rebalances your emotional world. The eighth card is emotional authority. You are moving toward a more mature emotional state. Less reactive, less anxious, more steady. But this requires conscious effort. Emotional authority means responding instead of reacting. It means choosing boundaries without guilt. It means trusting your worth without constant reassurance. Over the next 3 to 6 months, if you apply these lessons, your relationships will stabilize. People will respect you more. You will feel less drained and more centered. If you ignore it, cycles repeat. Overgiving, silent hurt, withdrawal. Repeat. You are ready to break that now. Say this clearly. I give without losing myself. I trust without clinging. I speak my boundaries calmly. I release the past fully. I stand in emotional strength. If you want clarity about your specific relationship or life situation, detailed readings start at $9. If you want steady guidance while navigating this growth, the $99 monthly option gives unlimited questions for 30 days. Cancer, your softness is not weakness. It is power when protected properly.